Alright, so we have solved a quadratic equation using the square root property. But that was when you have no x term. So what happens when you have an x squared and an x term? So it's going to change the problem and it's going to change our method. And the first method is going to be to solve it by factoring. And step one is going to make the equation equal 0. So I'm going to want to move this 12x to the other side, and I'm going to do that by subtracting it from both sides. Once my equation equals 0, we are going to factor. So I've got to use AC factoring, multiply A times C, what two numbers multiply to give me 36, and add to give me negative 12. So take a second for yourself and think about it. Pause the video if you need a little bit more time. The answer is negative 6 and negative 6. So I rewrite my trinomial. I factor by grouping. It's going to be a GCF of 3x here, a GCF of negative 2 here. Got a 3 there. I know I did my factoring correct because these two parentheses are the same, so I can factor out. This is my new GCF, which I factor out. And don't forget that this equals 0. So you've probably seen something like this before. We did it when we had parabolas and we were finding the 0 of a parabola. I've got two numbers that multiply to give me 0, and so the zero product property tells me that one of these must equal 0. And they're the same, so I'm really only going to write it once. 3x minus 2 equals 0. I can isolate my x. X equals 2/3. So the zero product property, set each factor equal to 0. And then the last step is to solve for x. And in this case, I only had one factor because these were the same, so I only had one solution.